Hey, Marguerite Crespillo here, and with the 4th of July coming up, I thought that this topic was very timely. I got a question from Stephanie, who's been in the business about 2 years, and she says, Marguerite, I feel like I have no life, like I work 24/7, I never get a day off, never get a holiday, nothing. So here is my answer to her and how you too can create a life in your business that works for you. So let's talk about the 4 critical steps that you must take right away so that you can get your life back and enjoy real estate again. Step number 1 is to create a calendar. Create a calendar that works for you and start by entering your family time and your most personal, important you time first. So you can see here that I've created a little one of my own and I've color coded it into 3 different colors. Red means stop. I don't book any appointments during red time. Red time is simply for me. It's when I spend time with my family, when I spend time with myself, and I get the important things in my own life handled. Yellow is time that we devote to creating our business, working on our business, developing systems and processes and doing follow-up stuff, all those things that aren't actually generating money but work towards generating money. Green is your most important time. That's your go time. That says that that's when you are right face-to-face with clients, you are out doing sales calls, you are generating and converting and working with leads, and you're making sure that during that time you are focused on right now business. It's really important that you color code your calendar in the best way that you possibly can. If you have an assistant, have them live by it. Here's the funny thing. If you have an assistant who's in charge of your schedule, when somebody calls and wants to have an appointment during a time that you're not available, your assistant simply says they're not available. But as real estate agents and people that are people pleasers and want to make everyone happy, we're willing to bend over backwards. So do your best to assign your calendar to a fellow team member if at all possible. If you don't have a team member, then do your very best to stick within that time so that you can have some personal time for yourself. Now I can already hear you bristling and saying, Marguerite, but everyone says I must work 24/7 and that I have to be available anytime. Well, let me tell you, when I first started implementing this process, the very first thing I decided was that I was going to take Sundays off. And I decided Sundays I was not going to work with clients at all. And all the other real estate agents said, are you crazy? Everybody looks at houses on Sunday. How can you possibly take Sundays off? Well, I'm going to get to that in step 2. But I'm here to tell you that it's been almost 18 years now, and I rarely, if ever, work a Sunday. I can't even remember the last time I did. So it's possible. Trust me, it's possible. So step 2 is set the stage. Be sure to tell your clients in your initial client presentation up front, or if you're using the OBP, Outstanding Buyer Presentation, if you're not, you might want to check it on out. If you're using the Outstanding Buyer Presentation, be sure to implement this critical step into your upfront conversation. Now, how I do that is I simply have the conversation with my clients that goes something like this. So, Mr. and Mrs. Smith, I want to go over my schedule with you and when I'm available and when I'm not. I work Monday through Fridays from 8:30 to 5:30 p.m. I work Saturdays and evenings by appointment, and I take Sundays off to be with my family. Now see, isn't that simple enough? Here's the crazy thing. You know the only people that are disrespectful of my schedule? Other agents. They leave me messages saying, are you crazy? I can't believe you're taking time off. Look, if we all work together, we can all have a life and really enjoy what we do. So start by letting your clients know up front what your schedule is and when you're available. Step number 3, shout it to the world. Let everybody know when you're available and when you're not. Take your calendar and post it outside your cubicle or outside your office. Add your calendar and your time off to your voicemail or your email signature. But make sure that everyone knows when you're available and when you're not. Most people, knowing that you're not available, will simply leave a message. Hey Marguerite, I know you don't work Sundays, but can you get back to me tomorrow when you have a minute? Love that, don't you? Step number 4 is stick to your guns. Be willing to risk the relationship. I'm here to tell you that all the years I've been doing this, very rarely do people disrespect my schedule and my time. They want to work with me when I want to work with them. And it's even better when you're really only working with those 6-star clients, people that know you, like you, and trust you, and are ready, willing, and able. We're going to talk about that in a future Tuesday tune-up. But for now, do your best to stick to your schedule. Your family will thank you, your body will thank you, your friends and your clients will thank you. And if this tip has been helpful for you, be sure to share it with your social media. Pass it on to all your friends, and I would love to hear in the comments what you've done to create a schedule that works for you and how you stick to it. Thanks so much for joining me. I'm Marguerite Crespillo. Have a great day.